We set our focus to Gaza now, where around 30 people have been killed in the latest round of Israeli bombings on Friday. Several children are said to be among the dead, with 7 people killed in a strike in the Shujaiya neighborhood of Gaza City. Meanwhile, after a hiatus that has lasted for weeks, Israel and Hamas are back at the negotiating table for indirect ceasefire talks in the Qatari capital. Sticking points still remain, notably Israel's reluctance to agree to a lasting truce before it achieves its so-called war aims. Leo McGuinn reports.
These images show the Maghazi refugee camp in central Gaza, one of several sites hit by Israeli missiles in the early hours of Friday morning. It has been reduced almost completely to rubble. Inhabitants can do nothing but walk through the debris of their former homes. The damage was not just material. Dozens were killed in the attacks, with many women and children amongst that number.
We were sleeping safely. We weren't doing anything. The people killed were all civilians. We woke up to the missile strike. We found the whole house destroyed. Women and children dismembered. All civilians. The Israelis target only civilians.
It was a similar story in nearby Deir el-Balah, the city also a target of Israeli strikes. Among those killed was journalist Omar El-Darawi, alongside his mother and father. His press vest was laid on top of his stricken body, as hundreds gathered to mourn the loss of their loved ones.
This is an act of revenge against civilians. As you can see, children, elderly and women were killed. The Israeli army destroyed everything that moves on this earth, even the trees. So what about people? This is a war of extermination. They struck without any warning or threat.
The Israeli army have yet to comment on the latest strikes. However, in a statement released on Friday, it did say that it had hit around 40 Hamas gathering points, as well as command and control centers over the past day, adding that it had taken measures to reduce the risk of harming civilians.